Welcome to New Imagination. Today I will teach you this kurti with high neck, front open with buttons and hooks and full sleeves with such buttons. So I am using this net with this lining. You can make this kurti with simple cloth as well in similar manner. First of all, cut back panel. For back panel, cut in similar manner as we cut normal cloth. Take 7 inches and mark at 7 inch. From top to bust, measure 7 inches again. Now bust divided by 4 plus seam allowance. So I have marked mine. From top to waist 14 inches. At 14 inches, measure waist divided by 4 plus seam allowance. From top to hip, measure whatever you require. I am taking 20 inches. Measure hip divided by 4 plus seam allowance. Now measure the full length, the required length of this kurti till here. In this manner, after measuring, join these all. Keep 2.5 inch for margin. Now cut this. Now for front panel, you need 2 front panels, so take two panels and keep back panel on it. Now after keeping this, measure it same as we measured from this side, okay, and mark. After marking, at the front side, you need 1.5 inch for left hand side of front panel and 3 inches for right hand side of front panel extra than this part. If you don't have this much cloth, then you can attach strip of 1.5 inch with this and a strip of 3 inch with this. Like I have joined because I was having deficiency of the cloth, so you can do in similar manner. Now cut this. After cutting armhole and all these sides, I have 1 panel for the back side and 2 panels for front side. This is for left hand side with 1.5 inch more, and this is for right hand side with 3 inches more. Now one by one, keep all panels on net or the cloth where you want to keep this lining and do rough stitch like this. You can do rough stitch or insert pins. I prefer to do rough stitch because it's more easier to handle rough stitch later. Now after doing all rough stitches, cut these panels one by one. See one rough stitch of 1 panel of front side, and then I will do second panel of front side and then back panel, and then I will cut all these sides. So let's do this part. See, I have done rough stitch to all panels and cut these according to that. See, this is the right side of this cloth and this is the wrong side of this cloth. This is the front panel of left hand side. So here I kept 1.5 inch of more for front opening. Turn half inches from here and then turn 1 inch over here, which I kept extra, okay, and then insert pins, or you can do rough stitch like this with the help of thread and needle. Go to sewing machine and stitch this corner all over here, okay. Another panel of front side, this is right hand side panel, so here I kept 3 inches more. See, this is the 3 inches more. Now I will fold half inch and then only 1 inch, okay, because we need this toward the outer side because we will apply eye of hook over here. Rough stitch, or you can insert pins. Now go to sewing machine and sew straight over here. Here I have stitched this, okay, and stitch this part. So this panel is 1 inch more than this because here I will apply eye later on and then hook on this, so it will come on this. Neck design. Keep both right side facing each other like this, and this is the extra cloth which we kept outside, so fold this toward the inner side. Okay. From top, measure 2.5 inch for the normal neck design. If you want to become very precise, then you can take bust divided by 12 inch, okay, bust divided by 12 inch. So I am taking 2.5 inch lengthwise, and here as well again bust divided by 12 inch. Now give a U shape like this and cut. For back neck design, take back panel, fold it half. So from here measure the same like I marked at bust divided by 12 inch in previous one. Give half inches of this curve, okay. In this manner make a curve of half inches from here and 0.75 inch from here. Now cut. Cutting this, open this. Now keep right side facing each other of front panel and back panel. like this. Now go to sewing machine and join this cross back after leaving half inches of margin. See, I have stitched this cross back. Okay. Now it's time to make a collar. Leave this 1 inch because we kept this extra, and leave this 1 inch from here as well. Now measure this like this. Measure the neck. See, I am leaving here, and till this part it is 19 inches. Take a bukram and measure total 19 inch and fold it halfway. Mark 1 inch for the width of collar. You can take it 1.5 as well. I am taking 1 inch. So this is 1 inch wide. At this point, measure half of the collar size. Now I have measured half. At the half, mark like this. Make a boat shape. Like here I am making. Okay. So measure just 2 points above this line and mark for the collar, high neck collar. So this shape you have to give. Now cut. Now this collar is cut. Now keep this bukram on this cloth after leaving at least half inches margin over corners as well. Okay, at least half inches of margin. I want to make collar of this net. I will mark half inches more than this collar is ending over here. Maybe you are able to see. See, now I have measured half inches at least more, and keep this net over here. You can insert pins as well, but I like to do rough stitch. Done. Again fold this wrong side of this. Measure all and at least half inch all over above this part, and now fold it toward the right side. Now go to sewing machine and start from here. Do not stitch this last point because we are going to stitch this in the neck. Now start from here and stitch this all over here. Okay, do not stitch on this and do not stitch on this. Just stitch all over this point, and till here. Okay, do not stitch this last point, just end over here only at this corner. Now make small cuts all over so that it will easily turn toward the other side. Okay, see, I have made this small cuts. Now turn this, take out the corners. It will be the front side of collar. Why I kept it plain over this side? Because it will not give rashes to your skin, because it will come toward your skin. See, to join this collar with the neck, take right side of this front panel. Remember, I measured after 1 inch. So after 1 inch I will start stitching it here, but before that, see, stitching will start from here. So I will turn this toward the inner side. There is a shell which we just made. Now it's turned, so it's more finished. It will provide more finishing. Now I will start stitching. See, the back panel has came now. Now I will turn this cloth accordingly and stitch. Here I am coming at the end. Now turn this one as well and toward the inner side. If you are not able to turn this toward the inner side, then you can turn once and then twice and do hand stitch over here. Now it's time to give finishing. For finishing, take again one end, okay, and turn all clothes toward the upper side, and turn this one toward the upper side, and start from here and stitch like I am showing. Turn all these clothes toward the inner side and turn this as well. Now stitch. See, after making this neck design, to rough stitch over here on this part to keep a line over here so that it will not go haywire when I will do side stitch. Now do side stitching according to your measurement, okay, till turn this once and then twice and do stitch sides and bottom turning. You can do hem stitch or turpai as well over here. Now I'm going to make sleeves, long sleeves. For long sleeves, measure, this is the half of bust, so this is 18 inches. I have to make 2 sleeves, so I will take 2 panels of 18 inches. These are 2 panels of 18 inches, and now fold it to half of it. Now it is 9 inch widthwise. From top to this, measure 2.5 for armhole. Okay, this is standard measurement. Now make this shape, this S-like shape for sleeves. Okay, now for sleeves bottom, measure sleeves bottom plus 2 inches extra. I have marked it, and make a slanted line. So now cut. Open this. Now after opening it, give a shape at the front side. So like this, just 2 point shape. Give just shape of 2 points and then cut. Mark this side as front and front. Okay. Now take one sleeve. For measuring armhole, this is the front panel. So I am measuring front panel's armhole just till shoulders. It is 7.5. Now I will take this sleeve, and I have marked here front. This is the front side of this sleeve. So I will measure the same 7.5 over here. Like this. I have measured, mark over here. Okay. And at the bottom, measure required sleeve bottom. So I require 4 inches. In total 8 inches. So I will mark this line. See, this is the wrong side of sleeve. Now first of all do bottom turning. For bottom turning, turn this once and then twice. If you want to apply some lace over here, then you can apply over here. Okay, and fold it. Stitch this side of the sleeve. Okay, see, I have stitched this side. Now unfold it toward its right side. So this is the right side, and I have applied this lace. I got this heart shape lace. It's pretty nice. Now from this side, from where I have stitched it, put this into the armhole. Join this seam line with this seam line. But remember, when you are going to stitch, just keep this seam line 2 points toward the front side, front panel. Okay, like this, and then stitch this hole. Okay, I have already stitched one. When you are coming toward this part, just turn this like this, and then this, turn like this, and turn this part toward that side like triangle, and stitch. Okay, stitch. Then your sleeves will be attached like this. I have already attached one like this. See, on right hand side I have applied hook eye over here, and on this left hand side I have applied hooks so that it will tuck with it, and here I have applied these buttons in this fashion. So on sleeves I have applied this lace and buttons. Now it's ready. Keep watching Nia Imagination. Please subscribe, like and share this video. Provide me your feedback. Thank you.